not asleep yet, are you? Because we're moving on to the number 12 seeds, and starting off with them, we have Armor for Sleep. Car Underwater is so good. I didn't care that you left and abandoned me. What hurts more is that I would still die for you. Come on, that's just like a fucking
emo anthem.
These guys were on Equal Visions, and they released 2 albums on Warner Brothers as well. I think they had a song or 2 on a Transformers soundtrack as well, so they saw kind of mainstream pushes. But both of their major label releases were concept albums, which I remember people pushing as like atmospheric emo, and I always thought that was kind of dumb at the time, but then after seeing them live a few times, I totally got it, but it was just kind of always to me. I never got into the major label releases or the concept albums, but they did have great songs, and they were highly respected, and I just wish they put out more songs that were sing-along songs like Car Underwater, because I think that the genre and the scene really lived off that, and bands lived or died by it. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking, and I have reasons to believe, that Silverstein deserved to be the next number 12 on the board in this tournament. The songs My Heroine and Smile in Your Sleep literally define a time period for me in music. These guys were just years ahead of the game when it came to bands that were similar to them. They're still going strong and releasing new music to this day. Just like a bunch of other bands, they got stuck in the long-term contract with Victory Records, and I think that really limited the resources that were available to them, and they weren't able to exploit the emerging scene that was exploding around them at the time. In the middle of the pack, this is Gabe Sapara's second chance at this tournament. That's with his New Jersey pop-punk band, Midtown. Drive-Thru Records ruled the world. Midtown seemed to be the opening band on every tour that came through town. I must have attended 10 concerts throughout my high school career that Midtown played. Because of their road dog mentality and their solid songs, I think that they really influenced that next wave of bands that would take over the world. But as a whole, they never really broke through to the next level. Cobra Starship was way more commercially successful than Midtown ever was. But Midtown kind of lives in this scene kid lore, and I'm not sure why. They were really good, but people talk about them like they're on this god level. My skewed memory is them always playing to like half full rooms or being the first band on a 6-band bill or something when they came through town. Could be wrong though. You told me, think about it. Well, I did, and now I don't want to feel like anyone else except Pierce the Veil deserves to be the number 12 on the board. There's a definite sound that came out of the West Coast around the late 2000s, and Pierce the Veil was a great representative of that sound. This also includes bands like Emerosa, Dance Gavin Dance, and every other band that Johnny Craig was the lead singer for in a 6-year period there. Pierce the Veil, though, gets the nod because King for a Day, which features Kellen Quinn,
is an absolute bop.
This was the Hot Topic Neon Monster shirt mallcore stuff. The industry was stuffing this stuff down the throat of middle schoolers during that time and putting kids in compromising positions with just pure scumbags for the most part.